and I was just notified that I forgot my. Thank you guys. I see you said it over there too as well, Kyle. Forgot. I'm really bad at that, ain't I? Anyway, real quickly, hello, everybody. Papa's Bricks, Kyle Dunbar. I already got your donation down for another entry into the raffle. And again, thank you so much, Kyle. But hello, Kenneth Swan, Kyle Dunbar, Brooks Bricks, Apple, Luckiest Loser, Papa's Bricks, Brick Sergeant, Kyle Dunbar. I think I got everybody anyway. At least I hope I did. But I'm going to be continuing on doing this build. And part of that reason, like I've said in all the previous, oh, it's wrong file. In all the previous streams, like I was saying, is I'm trying to go through this because I want to make sure that I find as many mistakes as possible. And adding you as well, Brick Sergeant. Thank you so much for that donation. And that puts you in for another entry into the raffle. Hello, Magical Brick World. There it is. I'm trying to find, because I know I left off, I thought I was around 100 and something. I'm trying to find what step I left off on. Unfortunately, when I shut my computer down, it doesn't quite save where I was at. I think I skipped ahead too far. Go back a little more. Brooks Bricks, thank you so much for that dollar donation. Apple says he got a double flip 4-stack. Not sure what that is. Mr. Block, hello, how you doing? Ninja Master Nick, I'm sorry. And give me a moment. I am still trying to find my place. There is so much on this thing to build. I am just, it's like, wow. I'm getting close because I got that done. Got this done. I got that. I got that. And trying to get the microphone out of the way. Thank you so much, Kenneth Swan. You are now entered into the raffle as well. I am doing good. Mr. Blocks, thank you so much for asking. What I am trying to do, that's not it. There it is. I am close. I took off a window earlier because I was looking at something. And I will just try and find that again here later. I think I'm at the point where I need to be, though. I got those pieces on. I got that piece filled. Okay, I'm supposed to be tiling in here. So now I'm on the right instructions. I think what I'm going to do... And hello to Germany. Luckiest Loser. Okay, I will check that out. And I thought I saw that. And that does look like a really good design. I am just so busy on other things. Actually, what I intend on doing for my city anyway is I'm going to be revamping the Lego Ghostbusters firehouse is what I'm going to be using for my city for a firehouse. But your design is really nice, I have to say. Absolutely. Go eat with your dad, Apple. Now that I've found my place, let me, and Bill Martian. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Thank you so much. And I am putting your name down for one of the tickets in the raffle. Again, thank you so much for that awesome donation. The hammer's up here somewhere. I'm not sure where, but it is up here somewhere. But like I said, the thing that I got to do is I got to figure out, because I'm supposed to start tiling now. So I'm trying to find I poured a bunch of stuff in different bins last night, and I'm trying to see where I put. I know I need these tiles. And here they are. I don't need that yet. I don't need that. And just so you can see it, here is the hammer. And hello to Belgium, Bill Martian. The raffle prize is what I am building for every donation I get during the live streams. And I've actually even had a couple people donate it after the live streams, and I'm still happy to allow that. But basically, any donation I get during the build process of this, and then I will do a final video as well. Every single donation I get counts as an entry into the raffle, and the raffle is going to be winning this awesome set. Oh, thank you so much, Brick Farmer. Putting you down right now. Trying to make sure I spell it right. And thank you so much. Yes, that is one of the problems with a PDF file, is you do lose your place very easily. But, well, the problem with this set is that the instructions are very long. But because it is my building and my design, it's pretty easy to find my way back again. It just takes me a minute to thumb through the instructions for it. Thank you, Dover Demon. Dover Demon says, it's been a long time since I've been on a live stream. 2 jobs, working out, don't even leave time. No, I definitely understand that. You're right. It doesn't leave a lot of time for any type of free time or fun time at all, does it? And I'm almost thinking, you know what, let me get another bin. This would be a lot easier if I could just dump the bag into a container. Yes, and that is, they are sending me those. And I did find another error. They're sending me those, and they are updating their files. There was some confusion with the files I originally sent them and their current files, so I resent them all my files. And hopefully, because that is their concern as well, they don't want to send this out without people getting all their pieces. So they are rectifying the issues on their end also. And you are so welcome, Weak SOS. And what I've been trying to do to kind of help speed the build process along is anytime I open a bag, I'm finding it easier just to dump it into one of these containers because it makes it easier to shuffle around to find the parts. And this was from a call I did earlier. A lot easier. The colors, actually, there's a video that I have on that for most of your questions regarding colors and all that kind of stuff. If you guys go watch that video, it will answer most of your questions. Let me get a container for that. But the colors do seem okay. I sure hope so, because they're using my name, and I want to make sure that it's a good product that they're putting my name on. That would really bum me out if they don't improve their quality. But I don't know if I pointed that out in the video or not, and I thought I did. Like I've tried to tell everybody, the part of the problem too, 2, 3, 4, is the original way that I designed this build. Designed the building is with some parts that are no longer manufactured. They said they don't manufacture the particular parts either, and that's why, because the other issue was windows. And the way that this is designed now, it uses 1x2x2 window frames as opposed to the initial 1x4x5s. And the reason that they did that, like, again, is because the 1x4x5s, they do not manufacture. So that is a change that was on the instructions. And initially they changed it to a way that they thought would look good, and I didn't approve of it. So the way that I received the set was how they changed it, and I didn't like it. But now they've approved my change, as I feel my change looks better, and that is how people will receive it. And they're sending me the parts for the way that I changed it in the mail, and they said they're going to be expediting them, so hopefully I will see them rather quickly. But we know how that goes. Sometimes I know they haven't shipped them yet, but they're going to be shipping them soon. Do I want... Bill Martian saying, would it be possible to ballast the train tracks? For this particular build, I don't recommend ballasting the train tracks inside of the station. What I would do, if you want to ballast them, is quite simply this. Just put them flat down. You can, don't get me wrong, you can lift them up, but you don't have the space to give you that ballasting effect on the sides of it. So all I would simply do is pull the tracks up, put one row of, say, 1x4s on either side of the sides just to lift it up. Put 1x2s in between these, put 2x4s in between these, and then just put your 1x4 brown tile on top of that to tile it in. And that is how I would ballast it in here. I'm not going to do it with this particular set because it didn't come with the pieces, and I am only trying to use the pieces that this came with. But yes, you can ballast it. I guess to get back to the point of your question, you can ballast it. It's just you want to make sure you just kind of basically fill in between the tracks and then just put the tiles over top of it. And Kyle Dunbar, thank you so much, putting you down for another entry into the raffle. Thank you again, my friend. And John, that's a really good point to bring up. I was actually having that discussion with somebody earlier today about just that. As I personally feel, like Lego's kind of pricing themselves out of the market a little bit. And here's what I mean by that. This is going with the conversation I was having with a friend earlier. I feel, because Lego keeps increasing their prices considerably, and I think at the rate that they are inflating their prices, they're going to find themselves out of the market here very soon. And what I mean by that is because Lego, in my opinion, is inflating their prices so much lately and focusing more and more on these adult sets that I think they're going to find themselves in some financial trouble soon if they don't change their ways a little bit. Again, this is just my opinion. I feel Lego is focusing too much and spreading out too much, but I think they're focusing too much on licensed sets, and part of the expense with a licensed set is, quite frankly, with a licensed set, they do get expensive. They're very expensive. It's because they have to pay for the licensing. But because they're constantly focusing on that so much, I think they're actually hurting themselves, at least in my opinion. And I think they're going to find their titties in a ringer, so to speak, if they don't stop doing that. But again, that is just my disagree. But that's what's nice about companies like this, is the fact that there's companies like this that are willing to invest into markets and doing things like this. So it's opening up a whole new brand or build or types of companies within the building corporation. So it's kind of nice maybe that Lego isn't doing it, because Lego is, and I did a video on this probably about a year and a half ago. In my opinion, Lego's gotten a little bit greedy, a little bit too greedy. And that's apparent due to the fact that they are focusing constantly on they're focusing on the licensing stuff, and then they're branding out. They're doing stuff with Levi's, they're doing stuff with Nike, they're doing stuff with other clothing companies. They did a thing where they did it was boxes and such for IKEA, and the sets that they're designing, they're making their normal city line, which to me was one of their best sellers and always their cheapest line of sets because it wasn't licensed, and they're kind of putting it on the back burner because they keep coming out with more and more low quality sets. And I personally feel if Lego keeps going down this track, they're going to find themselves maybe sooner than they think filing for bankruptcy because they're not focused. They're so focused on the adult market and making all these hugely expensive sets that they're kind of forgetting their baseline. To me, they need to get back and focus on things like space or knights or castles, city, and start making nicer sets. Stop trying to, because a lot of the things that I'm seeing happening with Lego right now is they keep making these more and more elaborate sets, and the sets are getting smaller and smaller because the pieces that they're using to get the depth of detail and such that they want is getting larger and larger. You're seeing smaller and smaller sets with higher and higher price tags. And we all want to see a detailed set. We all want to see a nice looking set. We want to see a little bit of greebling. We want to see some detail. But I think Lego's kind of going overboard on some of that in the aspect that they're kicking their own butts. But again, that's just my thoughts on it. I agree with you, Rob. Definitely agree with you. And like I said, I think if they don't change their ways, they're going to find themselves hurting really bad really soon. I am trying to find 1x2 tiles, so give me a moment because I thought they're there. So I know I thought I poured them out already. Now, some people would probably disagree with me in saying that, and some people might even get upset over me saying that. But again, that's just kind of my personal feeling on it. That goes there. But I think if Lego would even open up to the idea of working with more people, and I don't mean they have to work with me. I don't care if they want to work with me. I'm already working with somebody now anyway, but there's some amazing designers out there. I mean, there is some absolutely amazing designers out there. And I know Lego could actually market a lot of those different sets that a lot of these different designers make and make the sets reasonably affordable to the Lego marketplace. And thank you so much, Kyle. I appreciate that. Kyle just did another donation, and I'm adding you down for another entry into the raffle, Kyle. But I don't know. I don't want to complain too much because I still love Lego, but I think Lego's mistakes are starting to show up because there's so many off-brand companies now that are now getting into the market and selling sets. Like this company, for example, that actually was willing to work with me, and I still think it was absolutely amazing of them to do that. And I think they're going to find that over time, people are going to start going to the secondhand market more than they want to go to their product because their product is pricing them out of the market. And I agree, because to me, if they would quit focusing on all the licensing, I think they would find that they would probably sell way more than they currently do. But that is what they keep focusing on, is the licensing. And like I said, I feel like that's going to get them in trouble. Because more and more, even let me go here for a minute. I was always a big Lego snob. The thought of buying anything off-brand was like, you're kidding me. There's no way I would do this. Get away from me. That's gross. I'm not touching those. And here over the years, because how pricey Lego's getting, to me it's kind of like, let me check that out a little bit. You know what? They have some pretty good designs. Let me look at that. Actually, the quality ain't that bad. Let me check that out some more, and so on and so forth. And now here we are. I'm building with off-brand Lego products. And I have to say, personally, I kind of like them. I can't really complain about them. Not as much as you would have thought that I would have. Because, like I said, I used to be a real Lego snob. And mind you, even though everything that I build is still out of Lego, at some point, if they keep raising their prices like they are, maybe I'll start buying off-brand products just so I can build bigger and bigger, because we all know that I love to build large buildings, and building large buildings takes a lot of money, especially when you're building with Lego. And it's not like they're trying to work with me or help me or, you know, give me any type of cost break when I'm buying the quantities that I'm buying. They're just opening up their wallet and saying, hey, spend more, send me more, spend more. And when you have a company like this that's willing to work with you and help you and cut you some breaks, it kind of makes you think twice about starting to look more into the off-brand markets. And I can totally understand that. By 9 McTosh, and thank you so much again, Brooks Bricks, and now Papa's Bricks, writing both your guys' names down to put in for another entry into the raffle. And while I'm talking about that again, Lego cooties. What I was going to say is, while I'm talking about that again, I don't need that. I need this one. I can't ever say that I'm totally going to go away from Lego. Don't get me wrong. I love Lego. I mean, I adore Lego. But, like I said, the thought is there. And they really need to, I would, you know, what's funny is it's almost like they don't even listen to their markets. It's like they don't pay attention to their markets at all. Because so many of us have been screaming things like, let's go back to do some nights, let's go back and do some space sets, offer us some, because we all would love, I mean, absolutely love to have the monorail tracks, which we all know the monorail stuff, just like the road plates, are not official Lego. They're official Lego, but they're not made on site, and that's why they're getting rid of them. But if they would, if they would start looking at all of us that are complaining about, hey, make us some more monorail, hey, make us some more of this and that and the other, maybe people would still be willing to. But it's like Lego's just like, you know what, we're going to do what we want to do and forget, we don't care. Just pay us the money and move on with yourself. Is kind of the attitude they seem to be taking lately. Dover Demon says, the way I look at every business, Empire falls, and the new ones are better, and it takes its place with either better or more cost-effective products. And absolutely, Dover Demon, that is most commonly the case. The better business always wins. Ronald says, wouldn't it be more logical to build the arches later so you don't have to put your hand through it when you're building off the inside? Honestly, no. I mean, yeah, I guess, but I have to go off. I'm building it the exact way that my instructions are written. And keep in mind, normally, if I was building this and I wasn't on camera and trying to keep things positioned a certain way so everybody can see things, I would actually have spun this and I would be working through the front so there wouldn't be anything reaching through. So part of the struggles of me assembling things when I'm in live camera is quite simply trying to make sure that everything stays viewable for you guys. And thank you. Yes, Paul, that's exactly why. Because like I said, to me it would be easier to spin it, but I can't because of, again, viewing angles. And thank you, Matt. I appreciate that plug. Anyway, trying to go back to this. It's funny because Paul is actually who I was just talking about all that stuff with. In regards to the possible fall of the Lego Empire. Me and him were... While I'm talking about it, and since I'm here, I do want to announce something. Yes, Paul said it was okay. For anybody that knows, I used to talk about Brick Addict a lot in a lot of my live streams. When it comes to custom stickers and all that type of thing, well, I want to officially announce it, and I still need to make a video on this as well. But I want to officially announce that has now been taken over by Paul Roos, the same person that designed the instructions for this awesome set. So I just wanted to kind of throw that out there. But the other reason that I'm bringing that up specifically is quite simply this. Me and Paul Roos are going to be doing a joint venture of things. And I have a website that I'm still working on, and he's still working on some more details for his website as well. But we're going to be doing a joint venture. And like this particular set, for example, I sell the instructions on my Rebrickable. we're going to be making a sticker sheet. So you can have every single detail that I have inside of my build and purchase the sticker sheet through us. Now, when I say through us, me and Paul Roos are now control of the Brick Addict website. So we're going to be starting to list products on there over the next few months. This is a slow process. It's a painful process. It's a lot of work up front, but once everything gets set and done, I'm hoping you guys will all see it as a great thing. That we are finally, me and Paul are finally uniting, becoming united front, so to speak, and offering a multitude of different products. Paul is also working with, and I'm going to be selling some through him as well, but it's, again, we're starting small, so please bear with us. This is a time-consuming process. We're going to be selling a lot of different sets. Paul already has acquired all of the Brick Addict original sets, merchandise, sticker sheets, and all that thing. And Paul is already selling some of the smaller sets and sticker sheets and all that. And Paul does an amazing job. And I do want to point out, because this was something that always bothered me when Brick Addict was selling his sticker sheets through there, they were not cut. Paul, being the quality person that he is, any sticker sheet that you buy from Brick Addict now, because it is under Paul Roos's control, will now be cut to size and shape the way that it should be to place onto your Lego pieces. So I guarantee quality. Keep in mind, anything that you order is going to take 4 to 6 weeks on delivery, because we are still working the bugs out of a lot of different systems, but I just want to get that out there. So if you get a chance, and Paul, if you happen to have a link ready, if you can freely share that, or if Greg or Matt, either one of you, can share that link as well, I really appreciate it. So you guys can check out the Brick Addict website. And we are going to be changing the name of that website as well. Still haven't decided on a new name yet, as far as I am aware, unless Paul has a specific name. But either way, if you just search out Brick Addict, you will be able to find that website fairly easily. But like I said, I just wanted to make that announcement. I am hoping to have, because I have a website I'm going to be posting here very soon, and I'm hoping to have my website up here in the next few days. And even on my website, there will be a link directly to Brick Addict, which, like I said, once again, he is going to be the one handling all my sticker sheets. So I hope you guys are as excited as I am as this collaboration with me. And there you go. Paul just posted it. There is the link to check out that page. And again, I do want to point out, he is selling not just stickers. We're going to be selling instructions. Going to be selling complete sets. When I say complete sets, you heard me right. Complete sets. That'll be a complete set with Lego, official Lego, new pieces. So official new Lego pieces with instructions and stickers. And these are all in collaboration between me and Paul Roos. So again, if anybody can... Oh, Bricks and Bits. I'm sorry. So he does have the name. I meant to ask you that earlier, Paul, and I totally forgot. So the new website will be Bricks and Bits, but it is Brick Addict currently. And I want to point something out. The shipping does come from the UK, but it is actually still cheaper than it ever was. So trust me, there is no difference in cost. It's a great deal, it's a great bargain, and I'm sorry, it's great quality. If you've ever wanted to get some custom stickers, and me and him were just discussing some more stickers that we're going to be adding to the collection. But if you ever want to get some quality stickers, or even a really cool looking set, check out Brick Addict, which is now controlled and owned by Paul Roos, and you will not be disappointed. Now let me try and get back to some of this building, because I am rambling. But again, feel free to talk to anybody. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to talk to Paul, because he is in the room right now, and he can answer any and all of your questions or concerns, if you have any at all. But let me just say, there is nothing to be concerned with if you're purchasing them from Paul. I give you the Bevins Bricks guarantee. You will be happy with what you purchase. And thank you so much for that, Greg. I really appreciate that, and entering you for another entry into the raffle. They just posted the website just above Brick Searcher, but yes, I am going to be making a video and doing that announcement as well. But again, and feel free again, guys, to go ahead and post that link just in case he missed it. It is Brick Addict. I don't know why I can't get that to come out of my mouth correctly. Brickaddict.com. See there, Paul? We're already drumming you up some business. That is awesome, buddy. And did I did. I put that piece in the wrong spot. Yes, shipping is international. Absolutely. And like I said, it's cheaper than you think. Once we get everything 100% set up, what we're looking at trying to do is some of it will be shipped directly from me. Some of it will be shipped directly from Paul. This is still a work in progress. Like I said, again, please be patient with any and all things that we will be doing. But again, I promise you, you will not be disappointed in the quality of the products you receive. And yes, we do international shipping. If you want it, we will get it to you. Just please be patient, because like I said, everything that we're getting, if we get any orders, and see right there, Paul said it again, we ship worldwide. But anything that we do, if we get orders, it takes a little bit of time. So please expect with any orders a 4 to 6 week shipping time. So please, I just want to say, please be patient. Don't be in a rush, and I guarantee you, you will not be disappointed with the service you receive and with the products you receive. 1, 2, 3. And the reason that I emphasize the delivery time is because I don't want people to think just because you order something, you're going to have it in 2 to 3 days, because that's not what it takes. Like I said, it takes time to get the stuff together and get it out. That's the only reason I'm making sure that we don't want to have any issues with people thinking they're not getting their products. They will get them. It's just 4 to 6 weeks is all we ask. And there is the site link once again. I see Greg posted it. Thank you so much, Greg. That goes there. God, I wish I can't yet. I will say this. Paul can give his up. I'm not making enough on my end to quit my day job. No. I wish I could, but no. And thank you so much, Bill Martian. I just put you down for another entry into the raffle. That is my end goal, my end dream, is to be able to quit my day job. But between YouTube and other things, I don't even come to maybe 20% of my current income. So no, I can't quit my day job on what I'm making off of YouTube and stuff. It does not support me enough. And thank you, T-Bone98. We just got a new member. T-Bone98, welcome to the Funny Farm, my friend. And since you just joined during the live stream, I am going to consider that an entry into the membership as well. So again, thank you so much, T-Bone98. And welcome to the silver level of membership. You will find in the community tabs, there is a link that takes you to Discord. So please don't forget to check that link. The link is active. I just posted the newest link yesterday. If you have any issues at all with it though, please comment on that link and I will take care of it as quick as possible. But knowing that I just posted it last night, I know it's the newest link, so you should be good to go. Click that link, it'll take you to Discord, and somebody will be there to make sure you get your correct assignment, so that way we can make sure you get made into a silver member. And I see that you just donated also, Kyle. And give me one moment while I'm getting these pieces down. And thank you so much. Entering you for another one of the raffle entries, Kyle. And again, thank you so much. Mike, so tired of the post office. I can get that with you. I wish I was rich, DZ Studios. Nowhere near it. I can pay my bills just fine, but nowhere near rich. And depends on whose standards, though, you're looking at. But the only reason I have the money that I have is because of my day job working at the airport. And thank you so much, T-Bone98. I really appreciate that. Don't let the people in Discord scare you. I'm just teasing. Everybody's very friendly and very welcoming. But we all like to give each other a little bit of a hard time and have a little fun now and then also. That's why I said don't let them scare you. But there is some, now that you're in the Discord, T-Bone, there is some really, it's not just me, there's some amazing builders in there. You'll be really impressed with some of the builds that people post in the Discord group. There's some really good ones. And yeah, I think he does have a bad distribution center. I have a really bad one too. If I have a postage coming and if it's going through the Detroit center, I automatically know it's going to be a long delay before I get it. Because for whatever reason, anything that goes to the Detroit by me, anything that goes through the Detroit distribution center takes an eternity to reach me. And it can be quite annoying at times. So I have a feeling Mike has the same situation that I have. I am on, just for anybody that's trying to keep track, I am on step 182. And I just noticed a real goofy situation in our instructions, Paul. I don't know why we did that there. For whatever reason, we could have put 2, just like I've done everywhere else, but we put 4 1x2s there. So that's something else I might have to contact the company to fix. David Michael Tootin, thank you so much. Entering you into the raffle as well. Yes, we call you guys the Funny Farm definitely for a reason. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to tile this part just yet, because I want to see if I have enough of these to tile it with these instead. But this particular step in the instructions, I'm supposed to put 4 1x2s there, and I don't know why we did it that way. So I'm going to skip that part for now. Now I got to put together all these benches. Mr. Blocks says he's on step 62. I don't, and there's where that window went. I've built this before, and then since I designed it, I guess I have an unfair advantage. Because I just look at the instructions. Well, I am still trying to build them exactly like the instructions say. And I'm building them in the steps they say. So I am going by the instructions. But I've already done this before, so I kind of have an unfair advantage. And yeah, like I said, you have the same type of situation I have with Detroit. It's like I said, anything that comes through Detroit, it is horrible. I am looking for, it's not that bin, I'm looking for my 2x4 plates. And those are 2x8s. tiles. That's tiles. Cement there. Let me dump another bag in a box. It's funny because as I thumb through stuff, I actually can tell you exactly where most of the parts go. Those are 4x4s. I need 2x4. Let me dump this bag out. In 1 second, Kyle, I will get that noted. Thank you again so much, though, Kyle, for another entry into the raffle. I'm pretty happy with the quality so far. At least with the clutching power and all that. And the color seems good. I have so many bags spread around here though right now that it's making it hard for me to pinpoint the parts that I want. Let me move my notepad here for a minute. So these are plates that are for it. My 2x4s, my 2x3s, my 2x2s. My 1x4s. That is all my windows. I know I had a bag with 2x4s in it, and I'm not seeing it. This can go with those plates. I'm dropping them. Oh. That's the problem. Is now it's I need to sort a little better, but I finally found them. There's my 2x4s. Now I need these pieces. We got to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of these. I do believe. Well, I personally agree though, especially when you, like you said, when you're looking at the cost, cannot beat the price. 2. Oh, I got to do 4 of these. Excuse me. 3. 4. 4. Hey, Nerd Brick, how you doing? No, I got you, Kyle. Greg says you're messing up nose plates. How are you messing them up? Now we got to do. Crap, those are the tiles. I need one. Where were those? There they are. Well, at least they weren't far this time. So we got to do one of those. Then we got to do the backs. We got to do this 4 times. I am doing great. I'm just trying to get all this good stuff put together. And I am currently on, what step is this again? 184 is what step I'm on. And still, because I know a lot of people keep asking, so far, I am personally impressed with the quality. I think the clutching power is really good. I think the color isn't bad at all. There is a slight difference between the Lego colors as far as these parts and Lego's parts. And some of their parts, I will be the first to admit, like right here, you'll notice it. I'm hoping you can see that. That the 1x6 brown plate is a little bit darker than the tiles. So you will notice some small differences, subtle differences like that as you're building along. But to me, it's nothing that really takes away from the build. I honestly think it's kind of interesting to do that because I deliberately do that myself when I do builds. I try to do discolored pieces, and I do that because I feel like it adds a touch of realism. But again, that's just my 2 cents on that. I should have to build more than these, but I'm trying to only follow the instructions. And right now they're only saying build 4. So we're putting in the back row. Now I got to do 4 more. So there's 1, 2. I'm just going to cheat and put them all together right now. 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I already know I got to make them all anyway. Nerd Brick says, I'm working on my parts collection currently. Are you meaning you're working on your parts collection to build this set, or are you just working on your parts collection in total? He's on the light side. says he's going to stick it out to the end. He's a rebel. Two more. I am at the point where I'm trying to build all of the chairs. So I'm getting down to some of the smaller parts now. Nice. It's always nice to see a nice big order like that. You should come to the dark side. We have cookies. Hey, I don't blame anybody for not wanting the new Mills plates or lighting, but I tell you what, if you want to add an unrealistic amount of detail to your builds, there is no way better than to start doing Mills plates and using lighting. You will be happy you did. At least in my opinion, you'd be happy. And you don't have to even do Mills to go with the lighting. You can still quite easily do lighting without Mills. To me, though, it makes it easier to hide your wires if you build with Mills plates. But again, that's just a personal preference. Different people do Mills plates for different reasons. My main focus and reason for Mills plates is quite simply, I like the structural support it offers. I like the fact that you can add more depth and detail to your builds. And I also like the fact that I can hide my wires into place. Matt says he's solid. He can make his own cookies. Oh, Matt, you gotta let it flow. Just feel it. Just let the feeling come over you. You will find that it is the best way to go. Come on, my young Padawan. Join the dark side. Bill Martian, it is entirely up to Blinky Bricks. I will say this, in last night's live stream, he had made and thank you so much, Kyle. He did make an announcement, or he did inquire if anybody would like to. So I have to physically talk to Steve, is who I talked to from Blinky Bricks. I have to talk to him some more about it, but he sounded interested in offering some lighting for this as well. So that is a very good possibility. I'm not going to say yes officially yet, because it's not official yet, because I haven't finished talking to him about it yet. But it looks like we will be offering some lights with this raffle as well. But like I said, that's unofficial. And where did my ink pen go? I am trying to find my ink pen so I can write Kyle's name down again. Where on earth T-Bone says he got the assembly square set recently and held off building so he could build on a Mills plate system because of your videos on your skyscraper. And that's awesome to hear. I'm glad to hear that. Trust me, once you do Mills, you will not go back. That's why I always tell everybody, if you want a great system to build on, build with Mills plates, and you will be beyond happy with the results. But the problem, like I always tell everybody, is once you start building Mills, you will never build any other way. So be careful. The dark side is strong. The I have another ink pen. We'll make sure I attach this one. Now it's just black ink instead of blue ink. But at least I got it down. Anyway, back to building my benches. Oh, I love the old school gray base plates. A lot of people, you know, it's funny because some people either hate or they love the old colors. And it's like I just did that video last week, Throwback Thursday, of my old snow speeder. And Anthony Perot, I got you down as another entry for the raffle. But the reason that I brought that up is because the original snow speeder, it was built in 1999. And with it being built in 1999, it was built in all the original colors. So it was built in the light gray and original dark gray. And a lot of people, like I said, they don't like those original colors because they look dirty. And I will agree, when you're holding them up to the newer light blue gray and the dark bluish gray, I should say. I will agree they do look dirty when you're comparing the old with the new. But to me, if you're using nothing but old, they look great together in my personal opinion, and they still are an amazing looking build. I personally still love using a lot of the old light gray and the old dark grays. And Cardman63, thank you so much for joining the membership. Make sure that you go, and I'm going to consider that an entry to the raffle also. So thank you so much for joining the membership. And don't forget to check out the community tabs. So that way you log into Discord if you want to be part of the Funny Farm. Again, thank you so much. I appreciate you joining the membership. And like I said, welcome to the Funny Farm. I haven't been keeping track, Kyle, and I'm not even going to try and count right now. Because that'll just distract me from trying to get done what I'm trying to get done here. My goal is to get this thing built as quick as possible. I remember somebody was keeping track yesterday, and I thought they said you were around 32. I could be wrong, though. I will count after the live stream. Nerd Brick says, I'd say for Germans, the original looks amazing. Original dark gray, I should say, looks amazing. And yeah, I can see your point with that, especially with the uniforms. And that's awesome to hear. I'm glad I've helped you get into, and I just put the wrong color piece on there. Helped you get into Lego and help you with your city designs. That is awesome to hear. And what the? Oh, that's okay. I messed up. That's supposed to be this way. And then this one go. There we go. Now we're cooking with Crisco. Kyle says, I wish it was 470. Buddy, if you had done 471 individual offers, you could have bought it. So I'm just saying that. And I just got you another entry for the raffle, Kyle. But yeah, if you wanted to enter 433 or 471 times, like I said, you would already have bought it directly from them. But this one will be special because I touched it. Yeah, like I said, I can definitely see that, Nerd Brick, that the custom printed. See, that's what sucks, because they make they're not who this is through. This is through LighTake, but there's a couple different companies out there, and one of them is one that I actually bought a bunch of my figs through. It's a company, Anthony Perot, putting you down as another entry. But I bought a bunch of different custom minifigs, and holy crap, they look amazing. But they are not official Lego, and I was told that you could probably get in trouble if you're selling minifigs that are not official Lego. Because originally I was going to try and sell them because I think they're amazing. If I was going to sell them, though, it would have to be on the down low. I can't post them on a website. I would still be happy to sell them, but it would have to be like privately through my Discord or something like that. I cannot advertise them. But the minifigs that I got look amazing. And I didn't get any samples, but they do... Oh, crap, I dropped my piece. Where'd it go? They do sell German soldiers in gray, and I'm kind of curious what they look like in person. And T-Bone is just entered for the raffle as well. Thank you so much for that, T-Bone. Make sure I write your full name down. And there's the piece I dropped. Okay, I thought it went to the floor. And there it is. Hold on one second and I will grab some of the figures that I actually have. I was going to sell them for $6 a piece, which is a very low markup compared to what I got them. And then, yeah, obviously I got to do shipping and handling. But like I said, I was told that that's probably not a good idea. But give me 1 second and I will show you guys. Because to me, the quality on these figures is amazing. And I would really, really, really love to sell these. But I was told I could possibly get in trouble if I tried to sell them because these are not official Lego parts. And typically you're supposed to sell them on official Lego pieces. And these are printed front and back. And that was why I originally purchased these. Actually, the original reason I purchased these for using in the Steve Rogers floor. I'm trying to get that to come back into focus a little better. But I originally purchased these to use in the Steve Rogers floor, and then after seeing the quality of them, I wanted to start selling them, so I ordered a few more samples. And again, I was told that I shouldn't sell them if I don't want to get in trouble. And absolutely, Nerdbrick, feel free. And did I miss something? I see whoever wins, have them join you in a YouTube live stream so we can see their reaction. The thing is they'll already have an excited reaction if I contact them for that. Club Brick, thank you so much. I appreciate that. He says, cool train station. Nerd Brick says this company sells them for $12 to $25 per figure or body. Here's my question though, Nerd Brick, is when you say they're selling them for $12 to $25, is that printed on official Lego parts though? Because that's where I typically find the prices are a lot higher with minifigs, even aftermarket minifigs, military minifigs. Typically I find that they're that expensive, but it's usually because they're using official used Lego parts that they strip and then reprint on. That's why I was going to be able to sell mine for so much less. At least I think it was either $5 or $6 a piece is what I believe I was going to mark them to. I have to check my original purchase price first again though. Raidery, I hope I'm saying that right. Raid, R-E-R-I-I. I've been collecting and building with Lego since 1999 is when for my adulthood anyway. but I was playing with Legos when I was a kid in the 70s. So, but I always just consider when I got back into Lego, so I always say 22 years. And thank you, Kenneth Swan. I appreciate that. He says the only figures he has are Rick and Morty, and they are very good. Anthony Perot says it's also very hard to find mock sellers using official Lego parts. I only found one more brick, which I like on Amazon so far. Brick Sergeant says I have the right one for his sig fig. I wanted to talk to you about those as well, Brick Sergeant. And Nerd Brick says they're official parts. And see, that was the thing I was waiting to see. And that's why they're typically that expensive. But that's why like I said, mine were aftermarket, and I can sell them a lot cheaper. But I was told that I might get in trouble. So what I may end up doing is start just listing those for sale in my Discord group, because then it's a private listing. It's not something public that I can get in trouble for. But I was told publicly I'm not supposed to sell those because I can get in trouble. And I thought I read another question that I was going to try and answer. Anthony Perot. That was the other person I was going to answer. You had talked about official brick sets. No, they are not the only person that sells Lego sets, Lego mocks with Lego pieces. Obviously, I don't think you were in the stream earlier, so I do want to repeat this. I am now working with Brick Addict. Brick Addict is now under control of Paul Roos. Paul Roos is in the UK. He's a great designer. He's also a great instruction maker, because he makes all of my instructions for me. He's the one that made the instructions for my train station for me. And the reason that I'm bringing that up and talking about that is quite simply this. If you are interested in Lego mocks, Paul Roos sells them. And thank you so much, Anthony Perot. I'm adding your name. Paul Roos, if you go to the Brick Addict website, all his official mocks, and I can even show you an example of, well, no, I don't want to show you an example. I want to, because the example I have was from the original owner, and Paul's are better. But everything that Paul sells is only with official Lego parts. And we're also going to be doing custom stickers and a lot of other things as well. I don't want to say everything because we're still in the working things out phase. But if you want to check out, let me write your name down before I forget. And Paulbot jumped in. Hey, Paulbot. And Kyle Dunbar. Guys are making it rain. So I got Paulbot, Kyle Dunbar, and Anthony Perot. But again, if you want to buy custom mocks, we're going to be selling a bunch of different stuff through the Brick Addict website. And he's changing the name to Bricks and Bits, I believe is what we just initially announced. So you got the wife typing then, I hope. Yeah, but you better not be driving, bud. Awesome. That's cool. And Anthony Perot says he's in the UK. And that's perfect, because Paul is in the UK. But the shipping fees, whether you're in the United States or the UK, believe it or not, the shipping fees are absolutely amazing and very affordable. You will not be disappointed if you wanted to get some mock builds. And there's the link to that site again, if you want to check it out. Greg Bissett and Bevins Bricks both just posted it. But again, Paul Roos and we are working in conglomeration. We are working together. Is going to be setting even a lot of my official sets. Here's what I mean by my official sets. I'm just going to be selling small sets, and they will be through the Brick Addict website. It's going to be things like the phone booth, bus stop, my construction set where it's got the construction barrels, telephone poles, and things like that. You're going to be able to find all that stuff on the Brick Addict, soon to be Bricks and Bits website. And those will all be made with brand new official Lego pieces, because we want to make sure everybody's happy with their purchase, and that's why everything will be an official brand new piece with the sets that you purchase. So again, if you want to check that out, please feel free to check out the Brick Addict website, as that is another one of my joint ventures that I'm working with right now, and I guarantee you will not be disappointed. He has right now on there because we sell instructions on there too. And two of the things that I think it's just the instructions that are for sale right now are, and thank you guys, I appreciate that. Two of the things that are on his website that are for sale right now is some dinosaur bone exhibit type things. And I think the instructions for those are $3.99 if I'm not mistaken. But yes, definitely check that website out. You will not be disappointed. I think it's an awesome website. And I think you will be very, very pleased with the service that you receive. As, like I was just saying, I would not do a joint venture with somebody if I didn't feel I could trust him. And Paul, there is nobody better and nobody more quality focused than Paul. And that's why I am so glad to actually be working with him now. Let me ruffle some parts. I gotta find. I gotta build. There they are. So let me. I need another container. That one's full. Or do I want to just no? I think it's easier if I keep adding it. Let me get another container here, guys. Finding it easier to find my parts if I dump these in containers. Now this one I can actually, I'll wait for now. Anyway, I'm going to be building the light poles is what we're doing. So we do 1, 2, 3. And since I'm building the light poles, I just want to point something out. The original reason I designed these light poles the way that I designed them is I'm hoping you can see, and I can't even see my camera right now to tell, but if you look through everything that I design as far as my light poles, every single part I put on it, they're hollow. And that was the reason I designed these light poles the way that I designed them. They're slightly bulky, but they're slightly bulky because I intended on sliding a light up and through the base, and I wanted it to be hollow in order to allow for me to easily input the, and I got you, Kyle, input the light into it at a later date. Brick Arms does make some cool stuff. I totally agree with you. No, I'm not running out with containers. I have a pile of another 40 of them behind me, Greg. And I got you down again, Kyle. But yes, they do, and like I said, and everything that they make is made on official pieces. And like I said, that because I never actually knew that, to be perfectly honest. When I saw originally what they were asking for a lot of the minifigs that they sold, I always thought that they were just getting aftermarket parts and printing it on them. It wasn't until recently when I started physically looking into minifigs and such myself on the secondhand market that I realized that they actually print those on official Lego pieces. So that again is a big question. Yeah, maybe you did, Paul. I can swap a few out for you, Paul. I hope you can hear me say that. Paul says, I think your donate button is stuck. And Rob UK, thank you so much for that awesome donation. And I got a piece stuck. And I went to pull it out and I just shoved it in deeper. Can I get it? say I had a piece stuck in my light part. Anyway, Kyle Dunbar again and Rob UK. And that pin is dying. Let's see how this pin does. There we go. Rob UK. And as much as I can, guys, until I get this thing actually built, I am going to be trying to build and stream every single day if it's at all possible. Because like I said, I want to get this built as quickly as possible. I do know that after I talked with LighTake again this morning, they're supposed to be sending me some of the corrected pieces. Kyle says his bank card froze yesterday. I bet they did with all those donations. They're probably thinking, somebody's got your card. You need to put a stop on this guy. One, two. I am looking for the top pieces now. It's a dish. They're there. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. It does look that way, Mike. I definitely agree with you. Although I think that would be more fun. Aaron was saying, how much would this particular building cost you to build? If you build it out of official Lego parts, it's probably going to be over somewhere between $2,000 and $3,000 if you want to build this building out of official Lego. If you buy this as a set through LighTake, it's going to cost you about, well, I think right now it's $533, but they have a coupon for 12% off, so it puts it down to $400 and something. And I got you again, Kyle. Boy, both of my pins are running out of ink. There, I got it. How many tubs am I at so far? 1, 2, 3. I've got 12 tubs poured out right now. Just, well, let me see if I can focus this. Just to kind of give you an example, I've got a bunch here, I got a bunch over here, there's some on the table, and then even right here next to me is 3 tubs stacked one inside the other. Let me get that camera down, or that down a little more. No, for the size of the set, to me, $500, it's more than fair. And I am trying to find, it is a bar piece, a bar with clip. I need these pieces. Then, not that one. And I'm gonna have to start dumping some more art, aren't I? Keep in mind, if you do order it, Aaron, I just want to point out, it does take about 30 days to receive it. It takes them about 15 to 20 days to actually get the order shipped, and then it's probably another 15 to 20 days for the shipping to actually take place. So again, I do just want to point that out. How many of... Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. Now I see what they did. They didn't send me the actual part that I use. They sent me something that is probably better. So let me get back to where I was at and I will explain what I just discovered. Hold on 1 second. Trying to get back to the light post part, and then I want to explain something to everybody. Now, when they sent me this set, I was kind of baffled because they sent me a package of these. And what these are is I've got 10 of these little kits where it is quite simply, it's tools. This is how Lego sends out their tools as well. Anyway, they sent me 10 of them, and I was kind of puzzled as to why they did this. And now that I'm looking at the instructions, I didn't realize what time it was. Now that I'm looking at the instructions, the bar piece that I actually use to hold the top of the light together, because I'm not seeing it in any of these bins, but if you use this wrench or this wrench, it does the same exact thing, and that's what I'm assuming they sent me 10 of those for with it. So that is a slight change to the instructions, is that instead of the bar piece, and let me share my screen just so you know what I'm talking about. Give me 1 minute. I want to show you. So if you're looking at the instructions, this piece right here, this wrench piece right here, that was what I used to put this window top together, just showing you what this looks like. This is how the light poles are designed inside of my train station, and they're designed that way because that was the best way I could come up with to be able to put an LED inside of that fixture. Anyway, with that being said, I want everybody to know, if you're building my set, that's why you see the little tool kits that you see. It's because they're sending you a whole kit just to give you the wrench so you can push it through. I think it's well worth the wait, but I just like people to know, because I had one person that ordered it and then they told me they canceled it because they hadn't received it within 15 or 20 days or whatever it was. And I got you down, Kyle. And that's why I just like to make sure I let people know that it is, there is a bit of a delay, because it takes, because they don't just, the point that I should make, they don't just actually already have these prepackaged and ready to go. They don't package these up until they get an order for one. So what it is if you order it, it takes them a couple days, we'll say 10, once they received the order, to count out all the parts, get it all packaged up and get it into a box, and then they ship it out. So it's at least, I want to say, they say a minimum, and thank you so much, Anthony Perot, I got you too. Let me write your guys' names down. It takes them at least 12 days to get it all set and ready to ship, and then the shipping, like I said, takes about 2 weeks as well. And that's why it takes a while to actually receive the set, because like I said, it's not a prepackaged set. They package it once the order's received. So I got Anthony Perot and Kyle once again, and thank you again, guys, so much. I really appreciate that. It's awesome to see so many people interested in winning this set. And no, I was right. I wanted it that way. Kyle's wallet be like flying away, is it? But anyway, just to show you, because I do want to show you how this actually goes together. Let me pull this wrench out. Here's how I designed that, because this piece goes into the top of the light. So you take this light piece, you push it through that piece there, and then what happens is that will hold the light onto the top of that. So when you put this together, it holds it all in one piece. And then it gives it kind of a decorative look, because it already has the look that there's like a little light or something in there. And like I said, originally I designed these this way because, now keep in mind, I would be using a hollow hole here. But this is hollow, so you can shove the wire right up through the base of it, and it's perfect. It's hidden, and it looks great. It's very, very decorative. And I've got to build several more of these, but there's a total of 10 of these inside of the interior of this train station. The instructions are, let me just show you that, guys, one more time. The instructions are insanely clear. And again, I do want to point out, if you wanted to see any of this, everything that is in these instructions, yes, these are my instructions, and I'm going to go to the very first page, but everything that I have is designed, as far as the instructions go, by Paul Roos. I just want to be really clear about that. Paul is the one that does all of my instructions. So again, please check out his website. You will not be disappointed. And he is in working with in collaboration of me. So you're going to see a lot of my products on his website as well. But the instructions are very clear and precise. Like you can see right here, right at the start of the instructions, it's telling you 6 of these. You're going to be building 6 of these Mills base plates. And then as you can see, it's step by step. Each step is highlighted. What piece has to go down on the board as you go. So the instructions are extremely clear. Just like Lego, the top right-hand corner has the pieces you're going to use in that step. And then the pieces that you apply are always highlighted in red. So it's very, 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 very clear, precise instructions. You will not, and I mean you will not be disappointed at all. Whether you're just buying the instructions that we have for Sell on Rebrickable, or whether you're buying the set, these are the instructions that you're going to be receiving when you buy this set, is the instructions that I just showed you guys. And yeah, I need to get I see you guys are sounding like my wife. Speaking of my wife, there is the food bell. Let me roll that beautiful bean footage, guys, and then I will be coming back here in just a little bit more. But I always like to end my stream rolling that beautiful bean footage, and we are probably going to have one heck of a long roll, as we've had a ton of people donating. So I want to quickly thank all the awesome people that have donated. We've had Vuma Gazine donated, Gary One Eye. They must have been from Streamlabs. So thank you, Vuma Gazer and Gary One Eye. And then I just saw that Greek Avenger. I will be adding that as another person that is part of, and let me restart the credits because you just did that. I got Geek Avenger and Kyle Dunbar. As the 2 final entries for donations, and again, thank you so much. And then we also have Vumagazi and Gary One Eye as 2 other donators. And then I want to say a very special thanks to the rest of the Super Chats, which is Kyle Dunbar, Brick Sargent, Brooks Bricks, Kenneth Swan, Bill Martian, Brick Farmer, Papa's Bricks, Greg Bissett, Dave Michael Tootin, Anthony Perot, T-Bone 98, Paul Bott, and Rob 2K. And also, on a final note, I want to welcome the 3 newest members to the Funny Farm. T-Bone 98, Cardman 63, and Geek Avenger, I'm sorry. Thank you so much for joining, and welcome to the Funny Farm, and we will see you in Discord. Anyway, though, I got to run and get some dinner, guys, and I will be back here in probably about 2 hours. So have an awesome day, have a blessed day, and we will see you soon. Good night.